But what makes any program unique is the people that are a part of it. And that includes our faculty members, that includes our students, that includes the administrative side of the campus here. What makes any program unique is the people that are guiding it.
There's a certain level of care for you holistically as a human. And you see that in a multitude of ways. One of the things that I am consistently impressed with our faculty is that they're not willing to fall below a certain standard, and they're not willing to let their students fall below a certain standard, but they're not giving up on you if you don't meet it right away. It's not just a matter of, you're a freshman, you didn't do this exactly right, and I don't think you're gonna make it. Everyone has the potential to be excellent in a craft if they're willing to learn.
Because we're small, we can give very specific, individualized instruction to students. You know, they're on our radar. We know when they're struggling. We know when they're succeeding. And so we can pull them in and go, okay, you're doing great work. How are you? What's going on? Or you're kind of slipping. What's going on? What do we need to do? What strategies do we need to put in place so that you can be successful? And to me, that's not just specific to MBU Theater. That's MBU in general.
If they see that something's wrong or something's going on or they're not sure about you, like, they ask you about it, they're praying for you, like, it's amazing. Like, it's amazing to think about, like, how many people really are praying for you.
That the professors and the staff and the rest of the faculty really care about the students and they want them to succeed. And because we're small, we are able to give that time in a way that I don't think other universities can.
I think that that is unique, to care more about the students than you care about yourself. One thing that makes MOBAP unique is the community that the students build with each other.
We're very intentional about the fact that we're all in this together and we need to support one another and be there for one another. Even when it's difficult, even when we don't get along, we work things out and we move on.
A lot of colleges have really great programs. But their students are taught that it's cutthroat and that they're constantly in competition, not only with people outside of their college, but they're in competition with one another.
You develop a core group of friends that you go through these classes with. And obviously, being able to know a lot of people and have diversity in that nature is cool, but what's even, I think, more special for me is having those 15 or 20 students that I know I can go through life with, and I can go through this degree program with. And at the end of it, we're going to stand there and be really proud of it, hopefully.
We want to build community. We want, every time a cast list goes up, there's a community that's formed. It's very similar to a baseball team or any kind of sports team, is that you're part of something bigger than yourself. And so for us, because we're people that are on the Jesus way, for us, building community is also something we're called to do, not just something that we think we should, that we think is good to do.
The love and support that I talk about from my music faculty and staff doesn't just come from the music faculty and staff and students. It comes from all the students.
I'm very proud of our students. We have some incredibly gifted students. Our students work really hard. They work long hours, and they put their heart into everything that they do.
You're sitting next to 6 people in a class or 8 people in a class. You get to say, hey, I've got this thing I need help with, or I've got this certain project on the side that I'm doing. They're like, we'll help you with that.
To be in an environment where you're constantly encouraged and built up is amazing.
We're very concerned that we hire people who share our Christian beliefs. That's something that we take very seriously here. And all of our faculty members in music, even if they're just here to teach one class or one student, all of them are asked to have a compatible statement of faith. And I think that is something that's unique. Certainly other Christian colleges share that value, some more and some less. For us, that's a pretty high priority.
PR at Missouri Baptist University is so unlike other PR degrees in the St. Louis area because we do focus on the Christian faith-filled element to our education. So we say that Jesus was the ultimate PR person. How can we follow that example, that visionary style? And so combining the Christian moral example and blending it with traditional PR ethics, I think really does make a true professional in the St. Louis area.
Faith is a part of everything that we do. I mean, we never start a rehearsal or show without praying. We pray for people's concerns. We pray for the rehearsal. We pray that the story that we're creating and telling would be meaningful to the audience and that God would use it however he sees fit.
But particularly when you look at the fine arts and writing and communications and theater and music, all are these art forms that we'll never be perfect at, but we can work to be the most excellent that we can possibly be and be a mirror of God as creator, which I think is really awesome.